Hello, today we are diving deeper into who Leman Russ is. Leman Russ was found as a child on the deadly world of Fenris. According to legend, he was discovered by a pack of wolves and raised among them. On the deadly world of Fenris, life is incredibly hard. Fenris is a planet of ice, storms and giant monsters. The winters are freezing, the oceans are violent, and the land is filled with dangerous creatures. Most people who live there are strong warriors, because if you are weak on Fenris, you don't survive long. It was on this brutal world that one of the greatest legends began. Long ago, a small child was found alone in the snowy wilderness of Fenris. No one knew where he came from. There were no villages nearby, no parents searching for him. He was just a baby, left in one of the most dangerous places in the galaxy. Normally, a child like that would die very quickly, but something strange happened. A pack of huge and vicious wolves discovered the baby. These wolves were not normal wolves. They were massive, powerful, and very intelligent. Most people believed they were almost as dangerous as the monsters of the sea. But instead of killing the child, they protected him. The wolves took the baby into their pack and raised them as one of their own. The child grew up, sleeping in the snow beside them, running through the forest and learning how to survive in the wild. He learned how to hunt, he learned how to fight, and most importantly, he learned how to survive on Fenris. Years passed, and the child grew stronger and bigger. He ran with the wolves across the frozen land and fought beside them against other predators. To the wolves, he was one with the pack. But one day, everything changed. A group of human hunters from a nearby tribe were tracking a wolf pack through the snowy mountains. They followed the footprints in the snow and the distant sounds of howling. Finally, they found the wolves. The hunters attacked. Arrows flew in the air. Spears were thrown. The battle was fast and violent. One by one, the wolves were killed by the hunters. But when the fight ended, something strange happened. One of the hunters noticed movement among the bodies of the wolves. At first, they thought it was another wolf that had survived. But then, when they looked closer, they saw a child. Standing there among the dead wolves was a young boy. His hair was wild. His eyes were full of anger, and he looked stronger than any normal child should be. The boy did not act like a normal human. He growled, he bit, he fought the hunters like an animal trying to defend his pack. It took several growing warriors to hold him down. The hunters were shocked, but they did not kill him. Instead, they brought the strange child back to the tribe. The king was a man named Leman Russ, I think. Leman Russ? Something like that. When Leman saw the boy, he realized something important. The child was special, stronger than any other human child he had ever seen. So instead of fearing him, Leman adopted him. The boy became part of the tribe, and he was given a name, Leman Russ. Even though he now lived with the humans, Russ never lost the wild spirit he had learned from the wolves. As he grew older, he became an incredible warrior. He was fearless in battle and loved a good fight. He was strong, fast, and almost impossible to defeat. Many warriors in the tribe tried to challenge him, but very few could win. But Russ was never always serious. He loved to laugh loudly, drink and with his friends, and celebrate victories with big feasts. He enjoyed life just as much as he enjoyed fighting. Because on Fenris, every day you survive is something worth celebrating. Stories about Russ started spreading across the land. Some people said he could fight giant monsters with his bare hands. Others said he could wrestle huge and vicious bears and rip them apart with their own hands and teeth. Some legends even say that he could destroy enemies using only his strength, his hands, and even his teeth, just like the wolves that raised him. No one knew exactly how many of these stories are true, but everyone agreed on one thing. Leman Russ was not a normal man. He was stronger, tougher, more fearless than anyone else on Fenris. Soon, warriors from many tribes began following him into battle. Russ became a leader, a champion, and one of the greatest fighters the world had ever seen. But his story was only just beginning. Because far above Fenris, travelling across the stars, the Emperor of mankind was searching the galaxy for his lost sons. And one day he would find the wild warrior on Fenris.